Hello and welcome to the special series called AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders, Asia, Americas, Africa 2023, presented by AsiaOne Media Holdings, Associate Partner Chaudhry Numero and Real Estate Partner Hero Homes. Through this series, we acknowledge the inspiring success stories of eminent brands and leaders from across the globe who are committed to making a change with their businesses. But before we begin, let's hear it from the man behind the vision for the greatest brands and leaders, Mr. Rajat Raj Shukal, Global Head and Principal Partner, URS Media Consulting and AsiaOne Magazine.
I was growing outside India, in Asia and Africa. And whenever we would meet different people in different countries, so they would talk about Indians as great knowledge workers. So they would say Indians are great doctors, lawyers, academicians. But no one was saying that Indians are great business leaders. And I spent some of my higher education in the US as well. And honestly, I was not pleased where I was only made to read about American business leaders and their success stories. And I felt that this vision actually started from there, where let's start AsiaOne Magazine and recognize some of the Asian, Indian, and African business leaders and talk about their inspiring stories and how they have created success.
Mr. Shukal just shared his childhood experiences of growing outside India, mainly in Asia and Africa, and the ways in which he came across narratives of Indians as great knowledge workers, that is, doctors, lawyers, and academicians. His vision to bridge the gap in global perception and acceptance of Indians as great business leaders led to the birth of the AsiaOne magazine. Thus, AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders series primarily recognizes some of the Indians, Asians, and African business leaders and talks about their inspiring stories and how they have created success in multiple industries. AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders aims to highlight the real drivers of India, Asia, and Africa's economic engine that are the critical pivots of growth. Through this series, we attempt to showcase inspirational success stories of some of the noteworthy Asian and African brands and leaders from all over the world who have immensely contributed to the growth of Asian and African economies in particular and the world economy in general. We at AsiaOne believe that talent is genderless and an inclusive environment which nurtures a diverse workforce makes any organization more productive, innovative, agile, and more receptive to the internal as well as the external environment. So here are the awards for the Greatest Brands and Leaders 2023. The first category is AsiaOne Women Empowerment Principles Leadership Award 2023 that recognizes the achievements of exceptional business women from different walks of life. And the winner is Jaya Subramaniam, founding board member and CSO of Analytical Wizards, now part of Definitive Healthcare USA.
With an illustrious career across industries, Jaya Subramaniam is a name to reckon with as a successful global corporate executive of South Asian origin. From being a business leader to become a sought-after thought leader, she has broken many glass ceilings and set an example for future women corporate leaders.
Hi, this is Jaya Subramaniam, a global business leader in the healthcare industry. I am delighted and extremely grateful to be nominated for the Women's Empowerment Leadership Award by AsiaOne Business Media. I am excited to share the journey of our company, Analytical Wizards, which was recently acquired by a global publicly listed healthcare intelligence behemoth called Definitive Healthcare for over $100 million. Healthcare has always been a passion of mine, and I've never been a doctor or a research scientist to contribute towards healthcare, but I've always wanted as a business leader to use my business skills and leadership skills to be able to generate value And so my husband and myself have both been in the global healthcare industry for over 2 decades. Him on the vendor side running analytics and consulting services, and myself in the big pharma and biotech companies as an executive leader. And so we've always understood the business of global healthcare and realized that it never has had a lot of efficiency in how it processes data and analytics. And we found sort of a purpose there in terms of the recency in technological advances as well as in AI/ML, and realized that there's huge application and ability to generate those efficiencies for biopharma companies so that they can get medicines to patients much faster and much more efficiently. And the way we've realized our vision is to really hire the best talent from biopharma, from technology, as well as from AI/ML and data science, and then give those teams the best environment to motivate themselves to reach that realized purpose and vision that we had. We've always followed the adage that says, find purpose and the means will follow. So our whole intention of setting up this company was with a higher purpose, and that purpose was to deliver scale and efficiency to the healthcare data and analytics industry. We said if we were going to set up a business, it has to make a lot of business sense and give huge value to the clients first off. Secondly, it should generate a wonderful culture and a place where employees can flourish and meet their own goals as well. Thirdly, we wanted society at large to benefit from our business purpose. So the fundamental values of Analytical Wizards are to create that kind of an efficient ecosystem for healthcare so that global patients at large could get medicines much faster, stay on medicine to get their optimal therapies and optimal outcomes out of those therapies, as well as enable biopharma drugs to be commercialized in a much more efficient manner.
Besides the inefficiencies, healthcare costs are a concern globally, and Jaya and her team are able to address those through their business.
Our short-term goal, obviously, since we've just been acquired by a publicly listed company, and I am on the executive leadership team of Definitive Healthcare, our goal now is to make sure that the integration works very well and the synergies of Definitive Healthcare's data assets and our analytical accelerators are truly realized. Our long-term vision, obviously, is to make Definitive Healthcare the leading one-stop shop for healthcare intelligence. Definitive Healthcare is not just in the biopharma space, as Analytical Wizards was. They're also in the provider space with hospitals, and they're also addressing the data needs of those that actually sell into the healthcare system. So investors and analysts who need data on healthcare providers or healthcare systems or biopharma companies, for example, or people that are supplying things like soap and tissue paper and medical equipment, etc., to the providers, they need healthcare data as well, and Definitive Healthcare serves their purpose as well, and that's what we call our core vertical. So across all the 3 verticals, core, provider, and life sciences, we want to really deliver value over the longer term and be a formidable player in the healthcare system.
A leader who has risen from the grassroots, Jaya Subramaniam has consistently tried to translate her vision into purpose with a clear business plan.
So we have 3 fundamental pillars in our organization. One is obviously biopharma expertise. Because we actually deliver to biopharma and life sciences, the understanding of that business and that industry is critical. The second is obviously AI/ML, data science, predictive analytics, and that's a critical component as well because we're providing intelligence from multiple data sources to our clients. And so how do you create that analytic intelligence? The core of analytics is important. And the third is technology, which is how do we harness technology and big data processing and servers to actually create scale and efficiency in delivering these insights and intelligence. Now, what makes us a differentiated product, I mean, our platforms and our offerings differentiated from competitors in this space, is obviously our ability to create scale and efficiency. That is, we do not address our biopharma clients' problems on a project-by-project basis or on a resourcing basis. We've been mindfully creating platform accelerators that enable parallel processing, that enable an analytics on demand environment, and that enable clients to actually leverage our license products to get to that speed to insights and scale and efficiency. The reason we're able to do that is because obviously we've had that leadership on all those three pillars. I mean, I myself am a biopharma leader. My husband, who's the CEO and founder of Analytical Wizards, Ram Sharma, is an analytical expert at core. He's an IIT graduate. And then we were very fortunate to get a partner in our CTO, Mr. Sanjeev Bhalla, who's another IIT topper and a successful serial entrepreneur himself. Now, of course, because we're all US based, we needed to have an India operations as well. And I cannot forget to mention our GM of India operations, Ashish Jha. And together we were collectively able to really build a differentiated value proposition.
Ms. Subramaniam, an MBA from Wharton Business School, has worked in various executive positions across corporate strategy, market research, and brand marketing. Motivated by using her business skills towards a more meaningful purpose, Ms. Subramaniam has been a stalwart in biopharma industry.
I do consider myself a healthcare business leader, but I think the greatest satisfaction I've had as a leader has been enabling so many other successful, talented people to achieve their own career paths and success. In terms of awards and recognitions, obviously Analytical Wizards, which is our baby, has been receiving multiple awards throughout its history. The fact that for 3 successive years, it was nominated by Inc. 5000 as the top fastest growing startups worldwide across verticals. By winning this Women Empowerment Leadership Award for 2023 from AsiaOne, I am happiest because it should, through my story, convey an inspirational message to all the young women over there in the subcontinent who are holding aspirations to really succeed on the global stage in any environment or any area of their interest. If I could succeed as a young woman coming 25 years ago without much of the access to the digital revolution that has happened since, left this country to go to the United States and pursue a higher education at a top school like Wharton Business School, compete with folks like Sundar Pichai and other successful people that were actually classmates of mine at the Wharton Business School, and work in a healthcare industry that was predominantly male dominated and succeed there to the executive leadership levels, and then begin a startup and negotiate with VCs for a very good funding for the company, see a company grow healthily, recruit people into the team, high talent globally, and then find a successful exit from there and not only exit out to a publicly listed huge company, but be retained by that company on its executive leadership team to continue and to realize those synergies and move that company forward jointly. I think that should be very inspirational to the young leaders over here, young women over here. The advice that I would give all along is always follow your own passion and your own North Star. Believe in yourself and your capabilities and continuously learn. This award is really not mine. It's of all those countless women and men who've been part of my journey, mentors, colleagues, juniors, who've given their blood, sweat, tears to, get to purposes and goals much higher than themselves.
Well, it's time for a short break now, but do not go anywhere as we bring to you more unique and inspiring business stories on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You are watching our special series, AsiaOne Greatest Brands and Leaders, Asia, Americas, Africa 2023. The vision behind this series is promotion of Asian and African brands and leaders across the world. It showcases a unique mix of greatest leaders from varied spheres and sectors, including Indian Union government ministers and global business and social leaders, change makers and celebrities from the world of cinema and sports. The second category today is AsiaOne Iconic Numerologist of the Year 2023. And the winner is Dr. J.C. Chaudhary, founder and chairman, Chaudhary Numero.
Dr. J.C. Chaudhary is the chairman of Chaudhary Numero Private Limited. He is an accomplished veteran in the realm of numerology for over 38 years of expertise under his belt. He has established benchmarks in entrepreneurship and leadership, wielding his influence with proficiency. He has also successfully steered the renowned coaching institution Akash Educational Services Limited for more than 35 years, showcasing his unwavering commitment and fervor for education. Indeed, he is a true maestro who boasts an impeccable track record in his domain.
In 1972, after passing MSc, I joined as a lecturer in West College Bhiwani. I remained there for 1 year. Then I came to Delhi, joined Hansravana School. After that, I joined government job. 20 years I taught in the government school, and after that I took the VRS. Because I was feeling that whatever potential I am having, it cannot be expressed in the job. I should have my own venture. So I started with 12 students by brand Akash Institute. After teaching one batch, we could produce 7 doctors out of 12. So that was the turning point of my life. From the first year till 35 years, continuously results have been increasing, number of students have been increasing. I made certain principles also in the life to run the institute in the best possible way. So be truthful, be honest in committing the things. So commitment is very important thing in the life. So that is why I was sticking about it very strictly, that whatever we are saying, whatever we are talking, we should bring it in the practical, and students should not have any problem. So without discipline, no organization, even the army, even the country, anywhere you take it is the core of everything. Without discipline, the things will go hayway and it will be very difficult to control them. Respect toward the gurus, respect toward the teachers is very important. Always we should be punctual, we should be following the time, because time will not wait for anybody.
Through CNPL, Dr. Chaudhary intended to spread awareness and empower individuals with the wisdom of numerology to overcome challenges and achieve success in their lives.
Numbers are our life. So numbers vibrate also. They have certain frequencies of vibrations. Numbers speak also. They have their own language. You can understand the language of the numbers. And I have found that these numbers are repeated after every 9 years. You see, numbers' importance is at one place, but the hard work is at another place. Without hard work, numbers are also waste. Hard work is the only thing, karma theory, which is, I believe, is the most important thing.
Over the years, Dr. Chaudhary has expanded his services across borders, catering to clients in the USA, UK, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, South Africa, the Netherlands, Canada, and Dubai. He is also the visionary behind International Numerology Day, celebrated annually on his birthday, November 18th.
The idea came in mind about International Numerological Forum because I believed that with the help of numerology, we can serve the community, we can serve the mankind very nicely. We can solve number of problems, number of miseries of the people with the help of numbers. So I found that all over the world numerologists are there. So why not to bring all of them at one platform? And then we should do some research work together and find out something which is exceptionally very good thing and that can help the life of the people. So that was the basic idea of International Numerology Forum.
Our last category in this episode is Asia's Greatest Brands of the Year 2023. And the winner is Biswanath Patnaik, founder, Finest Group, UK.
Mr. Biswanath Patnaik, a global Indian investor, is the founder of the Finest Group UK, an early-stage private equity investment firm. With a wealth of experience as a serial entrepreneur, investment banker, legal counsel, and philanthropist, he has carved a niche for himself as a true visionary. His business interests span a dizzying array of sectors, from finance and healthcare to startups, renewable energy, real estate, home appliances, fintech, manufacturing, and beyond. He has made it his mission to invest in the most promising and game-changing ideas around the world.
Welcome to my gold refinery. This is Biswanath Patnaik. Currently, we are in Sharjah, safe, zone, which is otherwise known as Sharjah Airport Authority zone, where we have this very large gold refinery with a massive capacity of 2 metric ton per month. I have founded BNP Venture Capital Limited in London in the year 2018. I am a businessman, entrepreneur, investment banker since 2009. Our core business is into trade finance, monetizing, and having our own credit line to fund the SME segment. And during the course of this journey, it has grown very big. We are into currently healthcare, fintech, solar panel manufacturer, solar energy, renewable energy, EV, sustainability, and one of our new venture has been into gold refinery and gold bullion trading. Very recently, I also have been instrumental with one of my younger brother, Arunkar. We are the founder of a newly funding vehicle called Finnest, and which is formed in UK to service to the EV segment, disruptive sustainability, fintech segment, and we have now finalized to invest with one of the top EV truck backed by hydrogen. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak here, and I wish everyone very well with lots of happiness.
Mr. Patnaik is a prominent donor to several foundations and NGOs which deal with education, healthcare and upliftment of orphan girl and underprivileged girl child.
Well, that's all we had for you on this episode. But we will be back with more success stories of brands and leaders that are redefining leadership and transforming the business landscape across the globe. Until then, goodbye and thank you for watching.